So here we are again, way out in the middle of nowhere at a dilapidated mining site. We saw the ore bin way in the distance and I've come over to take a look. You can see here is an incline shaft. But what I'm about to show you is also another reason why some of these more sensitive sites, we won't give out the location. Because people decide it's really fun. I don't know if you can make that out. Those are some old bed frames, like miners era bed frames. Somebody thought it would be a good idea to throw them down there. Why? I just don't know what goes through people's minds.
And we're fairly close to an old miner's cabin, so we're assuming that those two bed frames came from the miner's cabin. Go figure.
There's what remains of this little ore chute. You can see the bottom is still lined with metal there. Some nice timbers still remaining. So ore would come down there for more processing. Look at this cool piece. Baker Ironworks from Los Angeles. And the ore would continue down in this direction for a little more processing. So this does look like it was a smaller operation. And this unique guy right here, in the shape of kind of like a shell almost. I think this would have been for water. A little collection pool. Not sure. That's my guess. Okay, so it looks like the initial theory may be deemed correct, as this is a natural spring. So they must have tapped into it to feed down into that pool.
Right in the heart of Death Valley. Would you believe it?
It's a beautiful sight to see.
Pretty impressive. Lots of donkeys have come here and drunk.
Yeah. Wow. Oh, hello there.
Hello. So it's a cave shelter.
That's pretty neat. And then it looks like somebody has, yeah, they're stacking rocks, kind of make it into a little cabin.
That's pretty neat. So I wonder if this was what the miners did, because they used to do that, didn't they?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe just to get out of the heat or get out of a storm, or I guess maybe even to live.
Get away from the guy they're working with for the day. Andrea found something quite spectacular in this boulder field.
Well, quite unusual.
Look at this.
It's a little heart-shaped.
Was a soaking pool at one point, looks like.
You can see the pipes at the bottom.
Yeah. Too bad that wasn't filled with piping hot water right now. That would be the perfect end to today as
A perfect day.
As the snow starts to fall.
Another little mining camp.
Yeah, and we've stumbled upon, looks like their tool shed. They got so many bits and pieces. There's a top of a tool tray, a jack for a car, some bottles, pulleys.
A 60s can,
Oh,
70s can.
Sprockets, chains, just all kinds of knickknacks in here. Another Coors beer can. Motor oil on the top, another car jack. Got hoses.
Shovel.
Yep. Oh, and a jack leg for the mine. So they would attach, this would be up in the mine. They could wedge it in, jack it up to the top, the back of the mine. Place the drill on here for, you know, heavy drilling.
Stability.
Yeah. That's pretty neat to see. You don't see a lot of those.
This is really cool.
Yeah. Bags of cement. This is nice.
Poor little sheep. It's a bighorn, isn't it?
It is.
Oh,
It was.
Wonder how long he's been up here for.
So 2 more short. I guess we'll leave.
Leave the big one till last?
Yeah, because there might be more in there. But this is a cool little, again, cabin if you're way out here. I know it's kind of getting late for us.
It could save your life though.
Absolutely.
And the park ranger that we just met said we must not disclose this location.
Absolutely.
Oh, look at the little frying pan. Fry some eggs.
Hot shot.
Oh, this is so cute. So it'll
Oh,
save
wow.
your life if you got stranded up here.
Yeah, like I say, nothing to excess. Oh, that's,
Squeaky door.
yeah. Nothing too much, just the,
Pots and pans.
yep, enough to get you through.
Logbook to sign.
Tools here to help restore the cabin or make any repairs.
Bighorn sheep antlers.
Oh yeah, those are pretty neat.
Horns, I don't know. Are they horns or antlers? They're horns, aren't they?
Horns, yeah, big horn sheep.
Duh. Having a bit of a blonde moment there.
Books for reading to get you through the night.
The Exorcist, don't fancy that one.
Yeah. Brooms, things to clean up after yourself. That's cool. And then, of course,
55-gallon drum.
yeah. God, imagine the heat that thing puts off.
And they've even got wood. And what I like about this is the chimney,
Smokestack.
isn't through the wood, it's actually through metal.
Yeah.
Because a lot of them you see that they're through the wood, and I always think, oh, if someone lights a fire in it, the whole thing's going to go up.
Right.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
Right, let's check out that long one because I'm getting a bit chilly.
Yeah.
Okay, it's a bit stiff. I think you might need to do that. I mean, it's locked, but that's okay, isn't it?
Yeah.
Won't blow open. So this must have been the bunkhouse. Wow, look at the stone fireplace.
Oh yeah, that is really.
Now that would keep you warm.
They would, and they put some work into that for sure.
Oh,
Doesn't open.
doesn't open. Oh, I can't open it. Whirlpool. Oh, look at the stove. Oh, look at the coffee pot.
Oh wow.
Oh, clean.
Now this cabinets where
These
the
are
sink is, that looks just like the one at the other mining camp we've done.
Oh, really?
Same kind of style.
Oh, yeah, with the... Well, it was the same era.
Yep. Must have had a sale on them.
Empty. Cool.
Then over here, cabinetry. Got just some old coffee tins and such now.
So, yeah, definitely the bunkhouse.
All right, and the General Captain water heater here next to the toilet. And look at used 20-gallon tank, $15.
I wonder how long ago that was.
Yeah, or if somebody just came up and wrote that recently.
Okay, wood floor.
Yeah, and it looks in bad shape. I'll be careful.
Okay, we've got a 1.5 mile walk back to Tonto, so we
Yeah.
need to just pick up our backpacks.
Right, and it's getting cold, and I'm hungry, and I'm tired. So for the amount of time it took us to get up here, we're a little bit disappointed with what's left over. There are a few things, like this truck. There are 2 trucks here. This is the first one. Not enough left for us to hazard a guess, so we need one of the experts to tell us. And then also what this other one is right here.
It's a pretty colour, or it was.
Was 4-wheel drive, heavy duty.
That was such a chick thing, isn't it? Pretty colour.
Yeah, that's all right. That there's a Fomoco. Is that the exhaust there brand? You see they got wire wrapped around the rear rim here. Cool. And then, as you can see, the rest of the camp, there's that skeleton of a building and those 2, and that's it. So that's why we're a bit bummed. But
Yeah, it's 10 miles out in the middle of nowhere. The road said it was a class 3. In actual fact, it was a jeep road, and we barely made it through, only because of the width. But this used to be a tungsten mine in the early 40s. Peak was in early 1950s, and it mined until 1971 or 72.
and the view inside the steel skeleton, the building up on the hill. So that's the truck bed that they made a shelving unit. Pretty neat. And that's Ford. So if this is the truck bed off the vehicle down there, there's our clue. If not, must have been more vehicles up here. Hello, Tonto. Cement pad, like I said, not much left.
No, I was looking for a date, but sometimes they have them carved into the cement, but I can't see anything.
Right. And we did see a photograph which looks exactly the same as what it does now, except for that structure in front of us was still standing. But due to the ravages of time, decided to give up the ghost. And if this isn't a sight for sore eyes, this is a pretty nice front porch area. So they did take some time to make this look how homey, I guess.
Homey, I guess. They had electricity. I guess that would have been in the later years. Well, maybe even in the 40s.
Right, and screen door.
Yeah, unfortunately the glass has been broken.
Yeah, in all of the windows. As you can see, absolutely none of them have glass anymore.
So this would be, looks kind of like a bit of like a mess hall.
Could be. Is this like a little...
This is like a, there's a coat thing at the side where they could hang up their grubbies.
Oh, I see.
Or their coats, and then come in. Maybe this was the dining area.
Water heater in here, still plumbed up.
Bathroom with a shower, so they had running water.
Somebody's plugged up the toilet. There's your shower. Shower head still attached. Glass. Mirror.
And there's some,
So there's some water.
yeah, somebody's left water.
Fresh water.
Yeah, we've actually checked the date. It doesn't expire until 2023.
So maybe earlier this year they put it up here.
Huh, interesting. Don't know if that's an old bottle that was found in the wash, or whether or not someone stayed up here and had a couple. And the kitchen area. And I would imagine this is too big just to be a single miner's cabin, which makes me think it's more like a bit of a mess hall. Mm-hmm. That's just my thought.
I do like the look of the countertops, the drawers, the oven. Let's see if I could just clear coat that. I like the rusted up historic look.
There's an old spoon down there. Well, I must admit, there's no rat poo in here, and I haven't seen any signs of nests. That's
maybe because they...
no, nothing.
Wow,
That's pretty clean.
it is.
That's jammed.
Jammed in.
Just empty cupboards. A little bit of rat poop. Nothing though. Now that's where a board would have come out, wasn't it? Wouldn't
Yeah, the chopping board.
it? Cool.
And then the last piece is the trailer. And let's inspect what's left.
Again, looks pretty
Does look fairly...
pretty clean.
There's more rat droppings in here. Oh, there is big time in the middle. Okay, so
is there?
I won't risk stepping up into here. And then there is one more door.
That's the loo, and I would guess a bedroom.
I guess the master suite.
So the roads at the
There's the
time
Onsen.
must have been pretty good to get this trailer up here.
Yeah, this is a decent sized trailer. So in this exploratory mine here, we found a makeshift cross and a small pile of rocks. Don't know if the two are connected. Just seems a bit
Ominous.
Okay, I know this is going to be a bit, the sun's in the wrong spot for this, but came up the mountain a little ways to this open stope. You can see there's a few stoles remaining in there. And then down this direction it just drops off. There is, however, you might just be able to make it out. You can see some light. You can see some of the rocks on the floor, so we'll climb down a little ways, see if we can find the source. There we go, there's a look down the ore chute, which leads off to another one just beyond. You can see there's roads kind of mishmashing throughout here. Andrew's on her way down to the road. On this show, that's a stoped out area that's all collapsed in, we were just at. So we're going to work our way down to the road, see if we can find the other opening at it. There's a better side angle view of that ore pass. And you see there's some more tailings. Some other interesting things. Looks like a car out there in the wash. Definitely have to check that out too. We followed this road around to the other side where I saw the source of light coming through. I believe we may have found it. See, under here, first side, there's a little door in there. And further up, kind of the sun's in the way, but right in the center, right in there, there's another opening. But This is just too unstable looking for us to even bother getting too much closer to see what anything is. And so it's just the two of us out here, and it's just not worth it. There you go. You can see where we've started and how far down we've worked on this mountain, following the path of the ore the whole way. Trying to look as graceful as possible, but sometimes, there you go, you can get kind of a...
There's no bucket.
So there you go, there's a size comparison.
5'3½". And you know what I'm going to say? That ½ an inch is really important.
What's that?
It's a lid. Inland 1655-44. ICC 5B USN NX SX 76012. So lead carbonate was discovered in the area in 1908, but it wasn't till around 1913 that the mining started. Now, during World War I, the price of lead doubled in value, and by 1915 there was 60 men employed in these, there's 2 mines here, so 60 men were employed in these 2 mines. Now, there was only a few up here mining, the others were transporting the ore, and they used donkeys or mules to haul the ore out. Now, after World War I ended, the price dropped, so this mining operation was off and on, off and on, off and on. One of them closed in the 50s, the other one closed in 1972, but combined £5 million of lead, 146,000 pounds of copper, 100,000 ounces of silver, and 1,500 ounces of gold was mined here. True story.
Now see, that's really cool as a, photo-wise. The old miner's bed frame in there, some wood timbering, and that mine shaft there just goes back into the darkness. I guess it's a mine adit. Main haulage tunnel, perhaps, just goes straight back in there.
Okay, 2 things. I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
One, every single adit we've seen here has had a miner's bed frame in it.
Right.
And also, this one has got a concrete or cement door frame.
Yeah.
With these used to have really, really huge. So I would have thought initially when we first saw this that it was going to be explosive storage,
right.
Dynamite.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not, unless maybe they used it later. But why is there always a bed frame in all the adits that we've seen?
I don't know.
Comment down below.
I said, was it a security guard at night to keep people from coming in to mine out the ore unexpectedly? And then with the cement here, would have been a large cement door, I guess, on it, or a large, maybe metal door attached to the cement. Were they trying to keep people out, or were they trying to keep something in?
Now you know how I love can dumps. This is the first one that we've seen.
Yeah, and it's, we've seen cans and debris just scattered all throughout the whole wash, and what's made it more difficult, kind of make out all the rocks in the background. They're that darker color, so you always think that they're cans when they're not.
Oh, and also on the side of the mountain, it looks like the whole mountain's caught fire, but it's not, it's just black rock.
Yeah.
But there's, you never know what you're going to find, but lots of condensed milk tins.
Yeah.
Just your normal pilchard or sardines, normal cans. I saw an Ajax lid.
Tobacco tins.
Prince Albert.
Oh, that would have been a nice mason jar. It's busted there. And the bottom here. Let's see the thickness.
Is there a date on the bottom?
No, that's what I was kind of looking for. Yeah, not a huge can dump, but
No,
I
not
mean,
considering.
time for everyone's favorite game. Guess the car. Or at least tell us what the car is.
Yes, Jan, we're going to need your help with this one. I thought it was a Beetle from way in the distance because I just saw the back. But as we got closer, we realised it wasn't.
Yeah, NZ Salt Flat Racer is another one, and there was another gentleman that helped us out quite a bit with the lost cars. So I don't think this is a Series 1 Hyundai Elantra. I could be wrong. Again, a joke. Stop taking things so seriously, everybody. Gotta
Now-
learn to have a sense of humor.
Now this has obviously been washed down in flash floods.
Yeah,
Because did you know there was a small city here?
really.
Yeah, and it was a tent city, and they even had a saloon and a shop. This is back in the early 1900s when they were first mining. But of course, the tent city was in the wash, and what happens when you put something in a wash?
It gets washed away.
It gets washed away. So I'm wondering whether or not, obviously in later years, the same thing happened to this, because it's been smashed around a bit. Doesn't, apart from the fact that it's got no tires, there's no graffiti or anything on it, which is good. No bullet holes, which is a bonus.
Yep. But again, I mean, even back in the day, the miners drove up to the mine in style. Look at that.
But it's been stripped.
The miners had to come a very long way to get their meal. This looks like the remains of a stove out here. There's some more car parts, etc. Just a whole bunch of things caught out here in the wash.
The other end, the other bit of the stove.
Right.
Oh, and I found an old miner's boot.
Oh, wow. Some more cans too.
Oh, you can even see the metal tongue inside. You see that? See the metal tongue? I don't know what you'd call that.
Yeah.
Kind of looks like a tongue.
Yeah. Metal shank in the bottom.
Now, that wouldn't be a hobnail boot, would it?
It's
It's all wrinkled and little.
it's just deteriorated.
Like me, wrinkled and little.
Oh, stop.
So yeah, and the other side of the cooker, other end of the cooker. Another little mining cabin. Hello, is anyone home? I know it's not because the door's locked. Oh, this is really cute. Very windy though. But hey, in a pinch, if you were stuck, oh, it used to have paneling, looks like.
Yeah, I was gonna say, because this won't, in a super huge windstorm, this probably won't, I mean, it'll provide a little bit of shelter. But yeah, I can see where they did have some extra bits to protect you from the elements outside, which are mostly gone now.
I wonder what happened to them. Hey, look at the window. So it'd be one of those ones that you latch up.
Mm-hmm.
Not a brilliant view, just one of the mine.
You got 2 beds in here, makeshift beds. Gonna shut the door just so it doesn't slam. And that wind is starting to howl outside. I don't know if you can hear it or not. Let's listen.
I've just locked the door.
Yeah,
Really howling, isn't it?
a stormy night.
But hey, look at the stove. 55-gallon drum
Mm-hmm.
with a makeshift door.
Yep, that'll do enough.
It's a shame actually, because obviously people have dropped coals and they've burnt the floor, so you'd have to be really careful.
Yeah.
Otherwise the whole lot would go up in it like a tinderbox. A few little supplies. Nothing major. An old skillet. And a logbook, which I've already signed and left our card. And unfortunately, the flag is a little bit worse for wear.
Yeah, that's...
Now, am I correct in saying that when an American flag gets too tatty, you're meant to burn it and replace it?
Yeah, there are honorable ways to dispose of the American flag, and the flag burning is one way to do it. Do it properly, not just don't light it with a lighter and set it on fire in a field or anything. There are proper protocols.
Okay, so I was right though.
Yes.
Now I wonder if this is another little cabin.
Wood looks in really good shape.
Boy up for choice. So the last of the mining was done here in 1972, did I say? Oh, it's not, you know. It's a shower house. Would you take a look at that?
Oh, nice.
So there would have been 3 basins. Would have been one there as well.
You can see where the anchor points were.
And 2 showers.
This one's still got the floor.
Very breezy.
No shower heads or anything. You said the roof, well, some of the roof looks modern. Might have replaced a few, or maybe not. It's kind of,
I don't know when these were built.
it's hard to tell because some look in really bad shape, but then
Well,
some of them look really decent, so.
it does say National Park Service.
Okay, so the Park Service
So the Park Service has, yeah. And the book I signed was a log from the Park Service as well.
Okay.